Thank you, Chair Beachy. Jai Myung, please come forward. Thank you.
Navajo. Okay. They can't hear you. I'm grateful for the opportunity to speak at today's meeting. My name is Jue Myung, a policy and advocacy associate at Coalition of Asian American Leaders. WeCal is a statewide organization that have a network of over 5,000 leaders, and we are cross-ethnic, cross-section, and cross-generation social justice organization. And WeCal is working for parents, students, educators in Minneapolis. First, I want to thank all board members for their continuous support of the Heritage Language Program. This program isn't just about education. It's a vital part of our families, communities, and Minnesota as a whole. In my work within the Asian community, I witness daily the challenges faced by parents and students. Our children are experiencing many difficulties at home and in school. Imagine the struggle of a communication between parents and children due to language and cultural barriers. What if they need to use translator at their dinner? What if parents and students have to learn their heritage by themselves without educational resources? It will create more misunderstandings, widening the gap between generations. And think about their school lives. Our children grapple with their identity as both Hmong and American, also exposing disparity. They need somebody who they can trust and understand their struggles. Heritage Language Program teachers and coordinators have been solving this role at school successfully. Early childhood is critical for identity formation, pride, and dignity. The dual Heritage Language Program admits educational needs while fostering belonging and cultural pride. Embracing linguistic diversity creates an inclusive environment where every child feels they are valued. Lastly, I want to share a quote from Confucius. The strength of a nation derives from the integrity of the home. Heritage Language Program isn't just for Asian, African, Hispanic families. It's for all Minnesota and the USA. Diversity and inclusion are our greatest assets, and preserving this is a substantial responsibility for educational institutions in Minneapolis. Thank you again for your support of our program and consideration.
Thank you.
Jeffrey and Plua and Yang on the public comment list are giving their spots to the students.
Daisuke Vang. Daisuke Vang.
Oh, there's nothing for us. Hi, my name is Daisuke Vang. I am from Camden High, Henry High School. Our Asian Culture Club has impacted many of our Hmong students over the years, and it just not has been a club for students just to hang out and enjoy community together, but for to learn about their own religion. One key importance about our Hmong religion is the qing. The qing is an instrument made out of 6 bamboo reeds and has a case in the middle that's made out of wood. This instrument is a traditional instrument that's used to play for funerals and traditional rituals, but it can be also used for entertainment. These rituals, basically, carries the dead or the deceased back to their homeland. And the entertainment can be performed at New Year shows or casual play. And joining this ACC, it has given me this opportunity where I can perform at the Luminary and showcase off my culture and religion, which inspired many other Hmong students or Hmong younger versions of me or younger Hmong versions that are able to be inspired that I can be able to play the instrument and so can they, and just not be used for funerals. Hmong students in Minneapolis have not valued their religion as much over the years, and I want them to experience it. And ACC is another way for many of the Hmong students to have and to be welcome in the community and be a part of the Hmong community and have an experience of being what is Hmong. Thank you.
Lily Vang.
Good evening. My name is Lillian Vang, and I am a current student at Camden Henry High. I became a part of the Asian Culture Club in my sophomore year during 2021. Traditional Hmong dancing has always been a passion of mine. I use my talent as a way of preserving my culture. This year will be my last year as an ACC member, and we were given a chance to do something extraordinary. We were able to perform at the Luminary Arts Center in front of people who may never have known anything about the Hmong people. As a performer, I was able to acknowledge others, who we are, what message we were sending, and the beauty of our music and clothes through dance. My experience performing at the Luminary Arts Center was amazing. One part of our show was a presentation of historical Hmong clothing. By wearing and preserving these clothes, I learned why I wore the headband, what the bandao pattern on my shirt represent, and what the pattern on my skirt meant. The most important thing me and my fellow ACC members learned is that all the different types of Hmong clothes, different depending on what region you're from. Not just that, but the chronological order we were in tells the history of Hmong clothes. Performing on a professional stage has impacted me as an individual. I learned how to take leadership with a limited amount of time, how to adapt to quick changes, and to always be prepared. This opportunity opened a new door for students here at Henry. After 21 years, our talent and voices are being heard outside of our school. I hope that after this performance, our students here will continue to be given the opportunity to showcase their culture. I hope that after this performance, this will encourage and inspire current students to continue preserving, to never be ashamed of who you are and where you come from, to be proud of being Hmong in the language you speak, to never be afraid to teach others who the Hmong people are. I am a dancer, a performer, and a leader in ACC Culture Club. Thank you.
Thank you. Kong Vang.
Okay. My name is Kong Vang, and I'm an 11th grade student at Henry High School. As my first time acting, I was able to absorb new information about something I didn't think I'd be interested in. Meeting this professional actor has given me a great opportunity I didn't know was waiting for me. Performing on a professional stage has given me a chance to spread my culture to those who don't know much about Hmong or know anything at all. I feel like I was able to learn more about my culture's past and what the elder in the Hmong culture has been through. Knowing this knowledge changes how I view my culture and what we've been through. Bringing this play to a professional stage and inviting the public to come watch made a difference in my culture. This difference helped the elders in my Hmong community and younger generation know and remember that we haven't forgotten the past and the things our ancestors went through to make a future for our culture. Being a part of this play was a life-changing experience. It feels like I was there in the past, feeling the same experience and journey as our ancestors did. This experience made me learn a lot about my culture, and I hope everyone who came to watch learned a lot as well. I hope that many younger generation will recognize our past and keep and keep our culture alive for newer generations. Having an Asian Cultural Club at Henry High School made an important impact to the Hmong culture in many ways. This includes the way our Hmong students know their past, how they view their unique culture, and how it gives a student an opportunity to spread their cultural awareness to others. This would have been possible without the Asian Culture Club at Henry High School. Thank you.
Thank you. We skipped Zoe Vang. So is Zoe here to go next? I apologize.
Hi, I'm Zoe Vang, an 11th grader at Henry High School. As a Hmong student, I'm happy to have had the opportunity to show off my culture and preserve it at the Luminary Arts Center. I've been to many schools that do not have clubs or groups such as Henry ACC, and I've known they've shown me a place for my people to be, feel welcome, and to feel known. Before I was part of this club, I felt like I was alone. I didn't fit in and had no one to turn to. ACC has helped me more open up to people about my culture because they also have known and seen it. Being in the play had helped me understand about my people, where they come from, and why they try to teach us old ways. Their reasons are to tell us these stories, to show us that our people are all we have, and to share with one another to preserve our culture. We have been taught because we have no one else to turn to. Originally, Hmong people don't have a place to call home. As a female, I've always felt men have gotten away with everything in the culture. Women have everything to do. This is because they were just preparing us to get married of the Hmong culture from old times. I struggled with this, especially in middle school. I was rebellious about it, and I would argue about how this isn't fair. Just because I was a girl, I shouldn't do everything for a guy in the tradition. As I grew up, though, I started to appreciate the culture and what we did. It was different from other cultures, and we were our own people. I started to see that we were losing our ways. Very happy to hear that ACC had given us an opportunity to show off our cultures and preserve it to people who might not know anything about our people. Thank you.
Thank you. Paul Compton.
Good evening. Paul Compton from Henry, soon to be Camden High. You heard from 4 of our students tonight about their opportunity to take their high school program out to a professional art stage owned by the Minnesota Opera called the Luminary Arts Center. So it has been my pleasure to serve as the advisor to the Henry Asian Cultural Club for 18 years now. In that time, I've had the experience of learning about a culture that has been entirely unfamiliar to me and learning to appreciate it for its history, beauty, and uniqueness. Over those years, I've worked with this group to produce 2 cultural shows annually, the Hmong New Year and the May Show. The Hmong New Year is a traditional harvest festival that comes from the mountains of Laos and other areas where the Hmong settled high above the indigenous people of these countries. It is a core piece of preserving and maintaining the culture of a people who, forced by war, live now in a diaspora. And this year we had the amazing opportunity to take this cultural event to the professional arts community. Following the Vietnam conflict, which the Hmong refer to as the Secret War, this ethnic group was forced to flee Thailand to Thailand after serving as allies to the U.S. Armed Forces, conducting secret war operations in Laos. For 5,000 years, this culture has survived, resisting being assimilated by every culture they lived near. Following this war, however, the homeland was lost, and the Hmong have been scattered to the 4 corners of the earth. This makes the challenges of maintaining the culture extremely difficult, and our student group is one of the ways we have made every effort to keep this culture alive in a society that wants the Hmong to forget their culture and language. If this were to become true, this would be a tragic loss. I'm quite happy to hear that some of those vital positions in the multilingual department have been restored. In a district that increasingly relies on students who speak Somali, Spanish, and Hmong to bolster student enrollment numbers, it is only wise to sustain these positions and programs. The multilingual department is a big part of what allowed these students to leave the confines of their school building and share their culture and identity in a professional theater environment. This made their parents and elders proud. We are deeply proud of these students' efforts to hold on to who they are while taking it to an audience that might otherwise be unfamiliar with their unique culture and history. In a district that promotes itself as culturally competent and inclusive, it is essential to support these students or risk hypocrisy. I hope you have heard the voices of these students and will work to ensure that this district does not perpetuate the racism of Asian invisibility and the myth of the model minority. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Kasai Kirby.